There is like viewership content.
Hello,
Hi.
welcome to a production of the Luminarium Podcasting Club. So that's a less serious podcast. Today we're discussing a really hot topic right now. A second fight of the KSI and Logan Paul series. What do you guys know about these?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, what I know, it's like from other YouTubers. Like I'm not that familiar with both of them. Never watched one video, but I was pretty familiar with the first fight. I was into that. But I didn't really like my opinion didn't move with just like two random guys fighting, you know.
I don't know. Like, what do you know about them? Like on the side of the fight?
Well, I know the Logan Paul controversy. Like when he went to Japan as if he was an imbecile to suicide for the forest and then recorded like dead people.
Yeah.
And that's all about I know how they became like YouTubers. Like, you know, Logan Paul, he was like on Vine and then he moved to YouTube, made his channel, became popular, moved his fan base, and KSI, he was like commenting on gameplays or whatever.
No, he was doing FIFA.
FIFA, yeah.
Using
Yeah.
FIFA, yeah.
Anyway, same shit. And then that's all I know. And I don't know, they're not my favorite YouTubers. What about how?
Oh, I know even less. Like, of course, I knew the Japanese controversy because it's funny because I first saw the apology video actually of
Oh, yeah.
Logan Paul, yeah, and how
I
you
made
know,
a severe mistake.
yeah,
Your lapse
yeah,
in
red
judgment.
eyes, you know, tears and such, and then I saw the actual case, and that's the only thing I know. But I do know that there's like his brother is
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul,
and I know like squad and stuff that they do like
Team 10.
yeah, exactly that. And yeah,
Have
the
you
other
been on
dude-
the internet since 2014? I don't know. You guys have
I don't
no
know.
idea what's going on
Shots
right now.
fired.
Yup.
Man.
People that do like what's it called vlogs are not
Yeah.
really my thing. I like
Neither am I.
gameplays and stuff like that.
I like
Meme.
That's pretty much on the YouTuber that
Let us know in the comments if we should do the AUBG meme review thingy.
Oh
True.
my god, that's
AUBG
gonna be
review.
so. Yeah,
AUBG
from class
review, oh my God.
3021. Yeah,
True, yeah. We
Yeah.
can do it.
we can actually do
From
that.
the, or MH or kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
don't know. Griffin started making.
Okay,
videos.
who do you think is gonna win?
Based on pictures alone.
Alright, should we show you like recent videos of them working
Yeah, yeah,
out
yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and,
Do
like
that. Do that.
visuals
Find
and
that.
stuff?
Yeah.
Do you have internet?
I should.
I
but-
think they've been preparing for 2 months each.
Yeah, I have full.
It's an actual
No, it's not
physical
2 months,
fight.
it's like-
Yeah, it's 2 months of heavy training. I think.
Have it? Yeah.
I think.
I mean, it's like
Probably.
yeah, they have like their like.
But they're both saying that they've been training for the
Yeah,
whole period, but
since-
I don't really believe that.
I don't know.
I mean, you saw Logan Paul how like the difference of him before
Yeah,
the
now
first fight and the
he's-
second one. Look, like I have a picture of him.
91 kills.
Look at
I
this.
think.
So it's like this is him. This is him before the first fight,
Yeah. Yeah.
and this is him before the second one. Now it's like I mean now he's flexing.
There's a little
Yeah, but
difference.
Here he's not.
Yeah, but being shredded
Doesn't really mean
isn't there
anything.
anything? I mean, isn't everything in
Can I
boxing?
ask
So
something? Is there beef between them?
it's fabricated.
Like,
beef.
can I repeat my question? Where have you been?
Well, no, but it's
Like-
more fabricated beef, I believe so. It's not like
I don't know. I think it's 100% real right now.
okay. Here's the whole recap. KSI did boxing match with
Jake
what's his
Walker.
name?
Jake Wall.
No,
Joe Walter.
now you no, it's not John Walker.
I don't know, something like that.
Ah, you confused me now.
Right, going a lot
What was
back,
his name?
I
going
will
back
tell
in
you right
time.
now.
So the whole boxing YouTube thing started with a guy named Joe Weller,
Joe
Weller, yeah.
and he fought another guy that I have no idea what his name was. And then this guy randomly KSI comes into the situation and says, "I'm gonna fight the winner." And then eventually Joe Weller
Yeah.
was the winner of the whole thing. They decided to take it to an arena where KSI absolutely destroyed the other white boy, and then he became a meme. So eventually,
At the end of the fight, yeah, KSI was like, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, any of the Paul brothers, I don't care.
Any of the
I'll
Pauls.
fight them. Yeah, any of the Pauls, I don't care. And then that's how. Then they were like, Jake Paul and Logan Paul were fishing for views, and they were like, oh, we'll give you Greg Paul, our dad.
Yeah.
And then it was Jake Paul or KSI or Logan Paul, and then it was Logan Paul at the end. They had the whole boxing match. They sold out the whole arena in Manchester.
8,000
So,
people.
but it was a draw. It was because of a majority draw.
Yeah, so my opinion on this one is like the draw was staged for sure.
I mean,
Just because they should have another rematch. But then
I don't
the
know.
actual rivalry, I think is real.
I don't know.
I mean, like out of like there were like 3 judges evaluating, and it was like 2 of them rated it 57-57,
Yeah.
and then the third one actually rated it in the favor of KSI,
KSI, yeah.
by 1 point. But then, whatever I saw, I liked more Jake Paul's fighting. I mean,
It's Logan. Sorry,
huh?
Logan fighting.
Logan Paul, yeah. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, it's like he was I mean, it was ridiculous as shit, but I don't know. He kind of held an imperative. I don't know. That's like my opinion.
Interesting thing is that KSI isn't showing his body in this before this rematch. So waiting is I think either today or tomorrow. So that's the first time we're actually gonna see how KSI looks before the match. And Logan Paul has been exposing himself like
Yeah, I mean,
Like most of the people are judging by the looks because like Logan is higher, a bit heavier, a bit leaner, but he's been showing only this for the couple of months before the fight, and KSI has been boasting around about his stamina, his training, but he's never shown any like skin, like physical like appearance, and that's why we're confused about it because none of them has shown like actual skill.
Yeah.
But they're just boasting and saying that they've improved for the past 12 months.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's like just Logan Paul looks kind of more intimidating. I mean, KSI, apart from that, he's I don't know, Afro American. I don't see anything intimidating in him. And I mean, like Jake, as some boxers said, I was watching some like comments on that, like Jake Paul,
Logan.
Logan Paul. he talks the talk, but he looks like he's gonna walk the walk, right?
I don't know.
Just like KSI seems like full of words and just that.
Can I ask a question? So Logan Paul, he did say that he started doing professional boxing like recently, like this 1 year or maybe a little bit more.
they've both been amateurs. One of them has had 3 fights. KSI has had 3 fights. Logan Paul has had only this one fight with KSI. But now they're going with a lot lighter gloves, 10-ounce gloves, and they wear no headgear. So it will be much more dangerous for both of them. Yeah, it's basically on pro fight conditions.
Yeah.
That's why they're like saying they're going pro. But
But like KSI in this case has a little bit more of an advantage because he has had previous fights.
yeah, but still, those have been like half a year more of experience. But I think those 14 months between the 2 fights can compensate for both of them.
To catch up,
To catch up.
Yeah, I mean Logan Paul has history in wrestling as well. Like I think like before, so you know they're kind of level on that kind of on those references.
Have you ever heard of True Jordy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you hear his preview of the fight?
No, I didn't watch it.
So basically, he thinks, and I support him on this opinion, that Logan has a bigger chance of winning the first round and knocking him out on the first round. But if he misses the chance, then KSI stamina will kick in and just have a lot more chance than Logan Paul to like end the fight in a positive way for him.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this one? Because like physical advantages of Logan are
are visible.
visible.
I mean I agree, but then also in the previous match what I saw is that there was a lot of like putting the guard down and be like come at me bro and shit like that.
I don't think this is happening anymore.
I hope because it's just retarded, and then by the end of the match, they were like both of them exhausted as shit and were like come at me, and then the other guy's like no, you come at me, and then they're just like, ah. It was
No,
really
it
funny.
wasn't. No, it
I
wasn't
didn't
all
like
like
it,
that.
man.
No. I
It
wouldn't.
wasn't.
I
like,
wouldn't
as-
agree. It was like
it,
that.
It wasn't
no.
as ridiculous as you make it seem, but
Yeah.
they definitely weren't as skillful as they pretend to be
Well,
right
of
now.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I would even say that the other one, like Jake against
Deji.
Deji.
yeah, was maybe more. I don't know. I liked it more in a way. I mean, I watched some of the highlights again,
Yeah.
but then it was like maybe more intense. Like Jake Paul had broken face, and then he won.
Well, yeah, you can say that.
I
You
don't
can
know.
say that. I want to promote your event.
Okay.
You
All
did
the
a
students
great job.
from AUBG are invited to a party that's going to be screening party that's going to be held in the party room of Skapto 1. So you guys can come. It's November 10th from 2 a.m. The stream starts, but I think the main event is going to be at around 5 a.m. So whenever you want to come, if you come and then like go for something and then come back, that's fine by us. So yeah, we're going to watch the whole thing. We're going to see what happens,
And
who
we're
gets
gonna
knocked
have
out.
snacks.
Yeah, we're gonna have snacks and we're gonna see blood. So it's gonna be interesting. I don't know, honestly.
And we're definitely
Seems
not
good.
promoting violence. We're just watching it.
Yeah, we're just watching it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's
You can
YouTube
come
fight.
and-
Violence in real life is not good unless you're getting paid millions to do it, like these guys
Exactly.
are. So yeah, I mean,
You know, I mean, they had like the session in London and then the session in LA when they were like going.
I
Talking
didn't
shit
watch
about
these
each other.
press conferences because
didn't watch
honestly
this
they were
either.
cringy.
They were cringy
really
as fuck.
cringy. Yeah. So I didn't want to watch them. But previous ones I watched, I know for the previous one, the one in UK, it got
Yeah.
out of hand.
Yeah.
Logan Paul got triggered, he even left the stage. But then afterwards,
That's for the first fight.
yeah, that's for the first fight. That's what I'm saying.
4 press conferences.
Yeah. I know. I haven't watched.
The UK
These ones
one
were,
was good.
these ones were really cringe, mostly. Yeah.
I don't know. Didn't watch this one. So I watched.
You know,
the
I
ones
actually
before.
saw some like a connection between the press conferences.
Mm-hmm.
The cringiest ones were the ones made by the Zone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but then the UK was organized by I don't know who, but
Metro
True Jordy
Boxing
was
or
there,
something,
and he actually led the conversation.
Yeah.
And it was kind of better, but then he said a lot of stuff, and then he went into controversy. So we're not seeing him as a commentator on the fight. So anyone who knows about all the main characters of this situation is gonna be disappointed because
Yeah.
True Jordy is like a big figure on this.
Yeah. That's true. So who's gonna come in the fight now?
I think Joe Weller.
Oh, and who else? There must be somebody as well.
I have
There's
no
usually
idea.
3 commentators. Yeah. So difference between this event and the previous one is now that undercards are pro boxers, which is I think really dumb because they want to match like boxing with this event, but I think even though this is boxing, it's much different from the whole thing. The audience is completely different. Like the audience is like
Yeah,
kids or
definitely.
like people who follow these two.
Yeah.
Like, and they want to see them beat each other up. They don't really care about true sport of boxing. So like having that, I think, is a big mismatch. And like from talking to other people, they're like really disappointed about the undercards. I mean, undercards are like pro boxers, like world champions. So like, I don't know. It's not gonna be as interesting, but still, I feel like
It actually feels so awkward to have world
Yeah.
champions pro boxers on the undercard for some
Of
guys
YouTubers,
who
yeah,
come
who
from
just-
YouTube
yeah.
holding cameras in their hands.
Yeah.
I mean, like, professional boxers like box for like I don't know, dozen of thousands of dollars maybe. You know, and they're boxing for a couple of millions. You know, at least. So
But
it's
then-
like the big.
But then a boxer, he fights to get out of the ring and make a business without fighting.
Mhm.
But these guys are already rich and they're putting
Yeah.
their careers on the
Yeah.
line.
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't know, you should be crazy to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like I don't see like PewDiePie, who is a lot more popular, to like doing stuff like that,
In boxing, yeah.
or like.
I
anything
doubt
else.
that PewDiePie is making this huge amount of money.
Well, yeah, though, and then he has like 5 times more subscribers than either of them.
But
Yeah.
like I feel like PewDiePie is a lot more. He stays on the ground, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then the egos of Logan Paul and KSI, Jake Paul, and the whole like crew of the SAGA, they're mental. They just want to be number one. And that's what makes it interesting.
I mean, I think that their ego is going to like demolish both of them in the match. That they're gonna like kind of embarrass themselves.
Yeah, at some point.
If
probably,
it's like a long match, I think that again both of them are gonna be extremely exhausted by the sixth round, and then they're gonna be like, oh, just dragging themselves.
But you know, I'm pretty sure that they're both physically conditioned. But what's gonna take like a, it's like a critical point. Is gonna be their mental health.
Yeah.
Because at some point, some of them is gonna have an advantage at something. Somebody is gonna have to get a really strong hook or like a jab or like a really strong combo, and then their mental health is gonna be really like a critical thing.
Yeah.
Because everyone can
For
recover from like a physical abusement.
Yeah.
But if you crumble,
That's what's up here.
you're gonna lose.
I mean, yeah.
Do you think they might do it on purpose so that, like, you know, it's a win for one, then the other one wins, then the other one on purpose? Because if someone keeps winning like the first 3 rounds or 4, let's say, it's gonna be very obvious and it won't be that interesting. So maybe they did make some type of agreement that at least let me win at least once or twice.
I don't think so, because that would be, I think, really hard to stage. Because you would need to be like a truly professional boxer so not to actually look professional, but to actually act out the whole thing as well.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be. I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah.
Okay.
Because so they're gonna win a lot of money either way. So like they're splitting the whole thing. So like
Even without fighting, they can retire their
Yeah.
like 2 generations.
Yeah,
after
yeah.
the
But
tour.
I mean, like
They're good.
money wise, it's a both win-win. So like they don't need to stage it for money. But the thing is, like now their ego plus the whole image is like I think on a line with this, because we saw like what happened to John Weller afterwards. He legit became like a meme and kind of like a mocking thing because he lost from KSI. So like
Joe Weller will be nothing like a meme. If Logan Paul loses, it's gonna be the meme of like the next.
Yeah, it's gonna be even.
years,
Yeah, it's gonna be even
coming
more. Yeah, you're right. So like, I don't know what's gonna happen to that. I think that's even gonna be more interesting. Like aftermatch of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like seeing what happens. Like if their views are gonna drop, if their popularity is gonna drop. I don't know.
And they're like, you know, heads to heads like about the subscribers. Like I don't know, Logan Paul has just like a bit less than KSI right now, right?
KSI is more popular and bringing in more views for sure now.
Yeah, I mean like what they show, it's like KSI has actually like 2 billion more views than Logan Paul.
Billion or million?
Million.
Million. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's actually like astonishing to see how KSI now brings more views than Logan Paul. But when he was doing the daily vlogs, he was hitting 7, 8, 9, 10 millions a day.
Daily, yeah.
And then KSI is now on top. I don't know how this happened though.
I have no idea, man. Like before the first fight, I didn't even know who KSI was. I saw one video of his when he's like I don't know, like he's commenting on some meme or something, and I knew who Logan Paul was, but you know he's like I guess that I'm just not into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, KSI he's an OG YouTuber. He's been around for a long time. So
money wise, how
okay.
much do you think that they're gonna earn from the next game? Like from the first game, they got like 150 million as a complete revenue.
Like a revenue, but when you like subtract all the expenses.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know, but it's the fact that they get a lot of money. Like some people are debating that they like got to divide like 30 million each, like as a real number. Now both of them came out and said, like, I would like that I earned that amount, but I didn't and shit like that. But I think that from this fight they might actually even exceed that number, because it's like last game was only viewed from like legally like from like 1.5 million people, and then 1.5 million from the Twitch, and then the live audience was like 25,000 people.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna have more audience live, and I saw.
No, actually, that's not true. They haven't sold out the arena this time.
I didn't know.
It's
that.
not
Didn't
sold
they?
out. No, it's not sold out yet.
Oh shit!
And it was sold out last year, so I don't know what's.
But
gonna
it
happen
was
now.
in the UK, and UK
Yeah.
fans are they're
They're
crazy.
mental. Yeah.
Mental.
And I mean, I saw
They
the
are.
approximation.
let
about-
me show you the UK press conference.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
London. What the fuck is up? That's what canceled him.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Why? Cause he.
I mean, this and like a crappy story, literally.
What did he say?
He was DMing some girls, some submissive shit about shit.
There it is. There it is.
You can hear the crowd.
Yeah, I'm trying to go.
Anyway. Final predictions.
I still think that Logan Paul is gonna win, even though I so when we think I don't like both of them, just to stay straight, but I'd like maybe KSI to win better.
You think that Logan is gonna win, but you'd like KSI to win.
Exactly, yeah. I don't
Why
know.
is that?
I seem to like KSI better as a person. I don't know, man. It's just like Logan Paul, after the controversy that happened, I really started disliking him. And then whatever I saw of him, both of them was just screaming into the camera, which I don't really like.
Yeah.
Anyway, say that I like more KSI, but I think that Logan Paul is gonna win.
What about you?
I don't think I have enough knowledge to give.
Like-
It doesn't matter. Just guess.
You're still judging by the physical appearance, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
just give us your
I
prediction.
mean, we all are, honestly, because
Yeah.
like we don't know what goes on behind the closed door and how hard they're actually training. We can only hear them, "Oh, I'm a beast now" and stuff like that. So I don't know.
First round decapitation.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like that. That's literally what one of them said.
Yeah.
So we're all just guessing anyway.
Yep.
Sadly, I feel like Logan Paul will win. Why I say sadly? Because I think it's just he's gonna have some physical advantage, in my opinion. So that's gonna be the thing that helps him win, and I don't know.
I think KSI is gonna win. I don't think that Logan Paul has that big of a physical advantage. He does have physical advantage, but I don't think it's gonna be enough in order for him to knock him out and finish it off early. So, and I think he gets tired easily. So I think KSI will pull the win.
Right. So everyone's judging by the looks, clearly, and I will do the same. Like.
Yeah, I was
Gober's
about
gonna
to.
be like,
What are you
"Yeah,
gonna
the
judge by?
odds are in the favor of KSI. It's gonna be.
No. Listen.
I'm gonna judge about their outfit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Logan is huge, no doubt on that. But when I watched the last, like the main press conference, it actually happened yesterday. At some point, without even wanting to do that, I noticed that KSI did like some kind of a move, and like he pulls his shirt a bit, and then even with this little bit of with this little bit of
I was
full shirt-
aroused.
Hey, go.
No. But then you could clearly see a six pack under there,
Hoppa.
and everyone has been memeing KSI for being like a bulky and like fat now, and his chances of winning were dropping. But I don't know. Clearly, KSI is gonna bring like a huge surprise for everyone.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm in favor of KSI.
I'm thinking
So
now.
2 for KSI,
sorry,
2 for
KFC.
Logan Paul.
I'm thinking like maybe it's gonna be. I'm thinking that match is gonna be solved with a knockout.
Well,
Yeah,
I would
think
like
so
to
too.
see that.
I will like, yeah.
Not
everyone
really
likes to
one,
see that.
but like knockout. I think it would be really stupid that after all this hustle, it just ends normally, and then they're like, "Oh, you win."
it's definitely gonna end with a knockout because it's gonna be their first match with like without headgear and with
true,
lighter
yeah,
gloves,
yeah.
and they're not used to. They might be used to getting hit, but they're not used to like taking a lot of hits on the head.
True. Okay.
I think we're pretty much done. So,
True.
if you liked the video, if you enjoyed listening to the podcast, if you liked watching it, you can drop a like, you can subscribe to our channel, hit the bell, and yeah.
Sure.
If
Leave
any,
us the
like if
Give us the
feedback.
predictions.
give us your predictions, and if you'd like to come and watch the live with us,
Yeah.
we're in
Well,
10th of November.
Skapto 1 party room. Yay! Bye bye.